What's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome back to another week of Gaming Within. I can't believe I'm saying it. Episode 6. It's crazy. Weeks are flying by. That's what hard work will do to you. This week we got a lot of news to get to. As I'm sure a lot of you have already heard, Microsoft purchased Blizzard this week. And so we're going to get into that. We're going to be starting a new segment here on the pod. Every week we're going to do top fives. It can be top 5 cereals. It can be top 5 whatevers. But we want you guys, if you have any ideas, to start sending those our way so we can start writing them down and start doing them. We're going to do one every single week. That's going to start being our thing.
Also, you muted this week?
No, I'm good.
Alright, that's
sure
what's up.
Good.
Yeah,
And,
people can hear me now.
Yeah, so let's get right into things. This week I played World of Warcraft, as always. I feel like that's an every week thing for me. That's pretty much it. I dabbled in some League.
Yeah, how was that?
Fucking awesome.
How many games you play?
Dude, every time I play League, I'm like, dude, I'm going to grind the shit out of this game. And then I don't play the next day.
Yeah, so my wife tried League this week, and she was like, she played her first game, and she's like, this is fucking trash. Never played it again?
She didn't like it?
No, she hated it, dude. Like, every second. She was like, when does the game end? This is way too long. This is stupid. I hate it.
Dude, it's one of those games that has a huge learning curve. It's like you click to move, and then, like, even me, dude, I'll, like, blast an ability at the wall. And, like, when I was playing that day, dude, I did something stupid, and then some kid goes, are you guys bots? I'm like,
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, and some kid was talking trash. I'm like, yeah, they'll do that to new people.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Sweaties,
those kids in that game are ruthless. That's the most toxic game I've ever played.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I just played WoW. Did all my weekly stuff, raided again with the guild. Played with Mark. That was fun.
That's what's up.
Yep. That's about it. Tonight I'm gonna play some Extraction. I got that downloaded. I see a lot of stuff on Twitter about that.
You're gonna be streaming that?
What, Extraction?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna stream it tonight, no.
Alright, well, let me know when you do. I'll hop in.
Real quick before you go, I want to do introductions because I forgot. But the voice you heard, that's my boy, Jay Rewinds, back again. And we got a very special guest this week. First time appearing. I want to introduce you guys to Valyria, or Nick, as you might hear us call him. What's up, Valyria? How we doing?
What's up, guys? I'm good. I'm good. Just to touch up on what you guys are talking about. I played little Apex. That's my main game right now. Got to get back in the swing of things of being absolutely cracked, but you know it's a grind for sure.
You definitely took some time off.
I did, man. I've been gone a while.
Yeah, it's good to have you back though.
Having to get mental health in order and get just my life in general, you know, with school and the baby on the way,
that always
and work and everything, you know. It just feels good to be back, especially with the channel on the route that it's going. If you guys do want to check that out, you can find me on Twitch at Valyria27. I will be streaming mostly on weekends just because of my work schedule. But I would love to have you guys, and I'll be streaming a variety of different games. So
that's what's up.
Oh yeah, and do you use Twitter? Is it the same thing?
I'm actually gonna start a Twitter. I think Twitter is a very good marketing aspect and a good way to network as well. So I need to start getting a Twitter up, start doing some posts on it.
Oh yeah, so we can start tagging you and stuff.
Yeah.
What about you, Jay? What'd you play this week?
You know, the usual. Some Overwatch. Wow. Yeah, some WoW. I played some WoW. I enjoyed it, as always. Some Overwatch, some Valorant. But, you know, I'm hooked on this new game, man. Well, it's not new. It's very old. But it's a free game. It's called Warframe. And, dude...
Warframe's my shit.
Dude, Warframe? Like,
dude, I was playing Warframe before D1, I'm pretty sure. Before Destiny.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, Warframe's
the shit, man.
I hopped on that, and don't get me wrong, the beginning was so boring, and so, like, I'm like, I don't like this game. But after I get past, like, the intro and, like, a few boring, like, parts, and then I get into the real game, holy shit, I feel like the coolest guy
Yeah,
on the
bro, you
planet.
feel fucking dope as shit.
Feel like the coolest guy on the planet. Dude, I'm fucking doing backflips, 360s over these people, slow-mo, sniping them. Dude,
Yeah, dude.
if
The
you've never
movement in that game is great.
if you never tried that game, please give it a shot and give it a chance. Don't just play it for like a little bit.
Especially with that new DLC, the New War. New War's great.
I haven't
Even been
checked
to the
it out.
DLCs yet. Yeah, I'm not even there yet, and I'm enjoying it so much. Now, yeah, I feel like they had a nice intro to the game. It was very nice. It showed you the basics. But when you progress in the game and you do these new things, there's no fucking intro.
Yeah,
So
there's
so
nothing.
so
It
it's like,
doesn't tell you
wow.
what to do.
So it's like, wow, you have to go on YouTube and search up everything you do. But other than that, it's really fun.
Do they change like the way the game works? Like like I don't know how to explain it because I remember when I was playing before, you would like build what are the whatever the suits are or the characters are.
They've changed quite a bit, but you still have kind of the crafting aspect in it, where you've got to build the different weapons, your different warframes, your railgun, all that stuff. You still got to build it, but they have changed some.
grind materials and stuff for them.
Yeah,
I love how much there is to do, and like there is stuff like if you want to drop $20 to get a cool skin, you can do that, or you can also grind to get cool shit.
yeah.
Too, which I enjoy.
Literally, that's one of the biggest things that I can't preach enough on Warframe is you don't have to spend a dime. You can literally grind out anything and everything in the game.
That's good.
And you can look cool if you grind. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's up.
That's what's
But
up.
some of those skins, man, whew, pretty
Yeah.
fucking cool.
I have been known to drop a few dollars here and there on some of them skins.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we all played Fortnite.
I want to talk about it.
Don't talk about my. Oh, that's another game that I played, Fortnite, but that's to be expected.
Hey, Tilted
I've been-
Towers is back.
Hey,
I don't know
it's-
how we forgot
it's
to
back.
bring that up, dude.
Fuck Tilted Towers.
It is what it is.
Oh man.
Now, I actually
I haven't played the new
kind of-
update.
I think it's kind of moving in a good direction, to be honest. I've enjoyed it a lot more this season compared to past seasons.
Dude, anyone that's listened to this pod knows Fortnite's back.
Oh yeah. Also, anyone knows
Say that every time.
that they need to get rid of the web shooters. Are those gone yet?
Yes. No.
Oh my god.
No,
next
they're
season.
still fucking in there, and it's still fucking trash. I hate it.
Yeah,
Good.
they're gonna
and
be
I
in the
heard
game.
they added
till
something
next
else.
season.
I forgot what the heck it was.
The dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs,
Oh
yeah.
my
The
God.
dinosaur's cool though. It eats loot and can spit out you can get like gold weapons from it.
And, well, okay,
Dude,
so
It
here's the
eats it
state
and
of
then
Fortnite.
spits it back up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. But here's the state of Fortnite. We got web shooters. We got dinosaurs. We got tilted towers. We got hurricanes or tornadoes. We got sharks. We got wolves.
The
It's
next
so
update,
crazy.
bro, they're gonna be like, yeah.
You can ADS, you can slide.
Yeah, dude, so
The
much.
next
shit.
update, they'll be like, yeah, randomly all the Avengers will land and try and kill you.
I
I
mean, there's already NPCs in the game, so
Yeah.
wouldn't surprise me.
It's crazy. I do like where that game is going though.
Yeah, definitely.
Well,
for
if there's
sure.
one thing if I could ask for one thing from them, it would be patch notes. I miss that. I miss like waking up on update day and being like, what'd they add? What'd they add? What'd they take out? What'd they take out? And I would just go through the patch notes and read it.
If I could ask for one thing for them, coming from somebody that does this challenge a lot, I have roughly almost 20 crown wins this season,
Hey,
Damn.
and it's all from no building. I can build. I choose not to because in my mind,
like
I feel
me.
like if somebody's building an 8-story fucking building and I can outsmart them, I'm just better.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is what it
Like,
is.
I
It's not
feel like
hard to
you
outsmart
got-
those kids.
I feel like you got outplayed. So I feel like if they added a mode where there wasn't no building, it was just straight up using what you got around you and you're just straight up skill, that'd be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah, that'd be cool.
See, what I like to do is I don't like to build like these insane towers and all that shit. I like to build like a box or a couple of boxes and just I'm like the edit master. You know what I mean? I'm practicing. I'm getting really good at that. So
I fucking love tunneling. There's nothing I like more than when it's like...
Tunneling's not bad. The thing that I have a problem with is those fucking people that get looted the fuck up and they camp the final circle and just sit in the top of a fucking tower the entire fucking game.
those one kill Andes. One kill Andes.
Yeah, it's like it requires no skill whatsoever to do that. You just sit in a tower a whole game, and I'm like, I can't do that. I
Those
gotta
same
move
kids are
around.
playing
Like
Zone
that.
Wars all day, like...
Right.
Yeah, cranking fucking 90s.
Speaking of gaming, I just wanted to mention this. I deleted, I believe, 2.5 terabytes off my PC this week.
God,
Damn, what?
All the games, dude. All the pictures.
That's crazy.
most of mine came from Call of Duty, bro.
But
Fucking
hey,
100 gigs of Call of Duty game.
Yeah.
I
Call of
do have
Duty's
to say.
nuts with the updates.
I do have to say. Oh yeah. Speaking of stuff, I want to talk about something else here in a second. But speaking of I used to lag before all this, like really bad. It used to be terrible, all that shit. And as you guys know, if you listen to the pod, my mic used to be like really, really low. Hopefully that's fixed. We'll find
It's
out.
still
But,
ass.
You guys
No,
are in the
what's
red,
that?
so I think we're good. I'm in
Yeah.
the
Okay.
yellow.
That's what's up.
I made sure
That's
you
what's
guys
up.
were in the red because I don't want no issues.
But yeah, hopefully it's fixed this pod. And I just wanted to say I haven't lagged since I deleted all that stuff, and I'm enjoying every single game, and I'm doing way better. So that's what's up. And another thing that I wanted to touch on, since we're talking about like terabytes and all that, Scott, aren't you the one that said Valorant was taking up 2 terabytes or some shit? What was going on with that?
It said it was like 2 terabytes for some reason. I have no fucking clue why.
That ain't right.
No, I know it's not right. And
Nah.
I was trying to download a game that was like 100 megs, dude. It was like, sorry, you
God.
can't. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I pull up control panel and I sort by like size, and at the top is Valorant. It says like 2.2 terabytes. I'm like, the fuck out of here. I'm like, let me delete that real quick. I'm like, that can't be right.
Oh, that's funny.
That's awesome.
They downloaded Valorant along with like every other fucking game without
Call of
telling me.
Duty, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every Warzone.
I have like 30 games on my homepage right now.
I did want to go over. I did my PlayStation Wrapped. I'm sure you guys probably don't have that because you guys don't play PlayStation. But I wanted to go
No.
over it on. I saved it for the pod.
Wait, you
But,
got your PlayStation Wrapped?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys on Discord so you guys can follow along. So it might mess up the cameras on the if you're watching us on YouTube right now. So give me a sec.
Dude, I'm excited. I want to know what color and everything, but I know you're gonna show it, so I'm not gonna ask.
Wait, no. I didn't put a wrap on it. I got
Oh.
like Spotify Wrapped, like how they tell you like what you listen to the most.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, because the last time we were talking about, people buying that for like $60 or $80 to wrap their
Yeah,
PlayStation,
and then I went
and
and
you
did
did that. Yeah, I was like, why?
No,
Why'd you do
I
that?
didn't do that.
But
Oh,
okay,
why
well
not?
that makes me happy for you. What do you mean why not?
All right, so I'm gonna go over this. You guys can follow along if you watch the stream in Discord. All right, let's see. So the first thing is how many hours you played for. I played for 735 total hours on PlayStation this year. Last year, 2021.
Wow,
Oh,
Isn't that fucking nuts?
That's
dude?
it?
And I play PC mostly.
this guy's a working man. You gotta.
I mean, that's true. That's true.
Yeah,
So
and I
to be
work
working-
fucking mad long.
I respect that.
Wow.
All
I'm
right,
on
let's see the
16 hours
breakdown.
right now, so I feel it.
53% of your time was played on PS5 games, 387 hours. 348 hours on PS4 games.
Almost half and half. Nice.
Yo, this one will blow you guys' mind. 582 hours played offline, like not playing online games. So like
See
Madden,
that?
Skyrim,
That makes sense.
Final Fantasy, like all those games. Assassin's
that's
Creed.
That's what the
All
PlayStation.
the good, yeah, all the good PlayStation games are.
Yeah,
are-
I got my PC, bro. I'm not playing multiplayer games on my PS5.
Exactly.
I play
Uh,
a couple on my Xbox, but yeah, mainly my Xbox is for offline.
I
Days.
want to get an Xbox next. I want to like have them both. I like the Xbox.
I would, considering what's happening.
Real quick, I want to do this. So 263 days played. So 365 minus 263. So there's only 102 days where I didn't turn my PlayStation on to play something.
That's
I
crazy.
can do better. I can play more.
Nah. Oh, no.
Dude, I can get more days.
Oh, I know you can, but
So I don't
stay
know
over
why
on
the
PC.
hell it's showing me this, because I've never played this game in my life. I don't think it's any stats I have to do with me. Played
what's up.
75 different games in 2021.
Wow, 75. Man.
Isn't that nutty?
I feel like I'm close to that though. Like, not gonna lie, because I play so many different ones all the time.
Me too. I have ADHD, but I have worse ADHD when it comes to video games. I'll start a game, and I'll start 3 more games before I finish that game.
That's what's up, man.
Your top game of 2021 was Rainbow Six Siege, 114 hours. So I did play. I like playing that game on controller a lot, and on
Yes.
PS5 it's 120 frames, 60 FPS. I mean, 120 frames, 1080p. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
So it's dude, it still runs pretty much not just as well. My PC runs it better, but it runs nice. So
Yeah, we get
I
it.
played a lot of it on my console. But yeah, golf. That's great, dude. Just sitting back
Golf.
golfing.
Yes, I feel that.
Come on, dude. Golfing's only good on the Wii.
Ooh.
Nah, bro, they got some dope golf games out now.
You think?
Yeah, the PGA Tour.
We definitely
Roy
gotta touch on
McIlroy?
this one right here. Valhalla, 50 hours. So 50 hours is what it took me to beat it, because I beat the game and then stopped playing.
Woo! Well, see, it's taken me a little bit longer because I am an absolute completionist when it comes to games like that.
Makes sense. Yep.
You know,
You could probably
you
get
might-
80 hours out of that game completing everything.
Yeah, pretty close to it. I will say I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I've played every Assassin's Creed.
Mhm.
A lot of people had a lot of bad things to say about it, but honestly, it's been one of my, if you're not talking traditional Assassin's Creed, it's definitely been one of my favorites.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you where it ranks in your Assassin's Creed, because I liked it a lot. I think it's probably one of my favorites. Besides maybe I like
The
3 a
Ezio
lot.
trilogy. I think the Ezio trilogy was my all-time favorite.
That's 1 and 2. 1, 2, and 3, right?
Yeah, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3 are definitely there. I think Valhalla has to be in that 4th slot for me, just because Valhalla, Black Flag, Odyssey were all kind of a different style. It wasn't
Yeah.
as traditional. And out of that non-traditional style, I just feel like Valhalla for me ranks above Odyssey and Black Flag.
You know, Mario Odyssey, man. Whew. It's a good one, man.
I haven't even gotten to play that yet. I hear
Neither have
great
I.
things about it.
No, but yeah, I enjoy Assassin's Creed. I'm not caught up on the new games, but definitely have to try them out one day.
I'm not even gonna mention Black Ops Cold War. I was playing that because there was nothing else to play.
The Zombies was good.
Yeah, the zombies was good. Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm still a Black Ops 2, 3, and 4 Zombies fan more than I am anything else. Especially the Vanguard Zombies. Whatever the fuck that was they tried to pull with the first Zombies map, they should have just not done it because it was so bad.
How do you feel about this current zombies right now? Wait, if there's a new one, I don't know.
Yeah,
about
they
that
just dropped a new one, and it's more of your traditional what you would expect out of zombies. But when they first released Vanguard, the zombies they had, honestly, I had high expectations, and they did not
one.
hit that. Yeah, they dropped the ball on that one big time. A lot of people agree too.
There's it's different maps squeezed into one, right?
Yeah, sort of. It's just the way they did it was weird. You don't have your endless waves like you do.
Oh yeah, I think I saw something. About
Yeah,
that.
you don't have the endless waves in your traditional zombies that everybody loves. So it was we understand y'all want to be different, but this was not the route to take it.
You know, I have.
We've got a
Oh,
big
no.
Call of Duty segment later.
Oh, do we? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, a thing that I want to touch on about zombies is a lot of people might hate me for this, but the best zombies, in my opinion, has to be Infinite Warfare, right? That's the one. That's the one when they go to space, the spaceships and all that.
Nah, bro.
Which
what
one
are
is
what do you own, bro?
Am I wrong?
No, you're not
No,
wrong.
that is the one
game
that
is
they go to
that
space
game
on,
is
but
just-
that one's
that
trash.
game is just that game is just trash, bro.
I
That
don't
game
know,
is
dude.
all around garbage.
Dude,
Like if we
I
were doing a
loved it.
top 5 worst games of my entire life, that game might
That's in
make
it.
the
Yeah,
list.
no,
For
the
sure.
game sucked, but the zombies was really good. I enjoyed it at least.
The zombies was all right. It definitely wasn't the worst zombies.
Yeah.
The advanced warfare zombies was way fucking worse.
I have a YouTube
Yeah, oh
video.
my god, dude, don't even get me started on the Advanced Warfare. But the Infinite Warfare zombies, the Infinite Warfare game fucking sucked. But the
Yes, it
zombies,
did.
dude, the zombies, that was, I don't know, dude. I had a lot of fun on the zombies on that one.
Dude,
Was
I
that the
made
one where they had the carnival and stuff, or you talk about the exosuit zombies?
I never played that zombies.
Carnival.
Jay would know.
The
Carnival.
exosuit zombies was trash. The
Yeah, definitely, I agree.
the
It
one
was
where
like-
they had the carnival map and stuff.
Yeah,
That
and it's
one,
like,
that
and it's
one was
like
good as
space,
shit.
and it's like space themed, and then I
Yeah.
think they made another one in the woods, and it was like a rave theme. I don't know, it was really cool though.
Yeah,
I enjoyed,
that one was pretty decent.
I enjoyed those maps, honestly. A lot of people might not like them. I agree with the game being trash, but dude, those zombies, I don't know, dude. Give me some fun times, man.
What the heck was I about to say, dude?
Something about Call of Duty, right? Big segment coming up.
I forgot. Let's keep going with the rap. Maybe I'll remember. I got 281 new trophies, so like achievements for people
Nice.
that don't play PlayStation. Still no platinums, dude. I'm a bitch.
Dude, I got a platinum.
little-
I
I'm
think
a
I got
little-
two,
I'm a little
Get
pussy-ass
good.
bitch.
right? Dude, I got two of them.
Oh
I
wait,
think.
this is just this year. So I got 25 golds this year. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah.
37 monthly PS Plus games. Oh, 37 free PlayStation games. I don't know.
Wow.
I think that's what that means.
That's it.
Man, that's it. 37 free games.
It's like
I'll take
dude, this is so funny. If you guys are seeing this, it says there were 37. Did you add all to your collection? Then it says how many did you add? 42. I added more than there was fucking out. It
Little
says
weird, but-
104.
I got out over 100 right now.
You claimed 114% of the monthly PS Plus games this year. Oh man. All right, but yeah, that's my wrapped. I think that's cool. I wish there was something like that for PC, but of course we got like 4 different game launchers and
Yeah,
Like,
you've got fucking
Someone should-
Steam and Origin.
someone should make that. Someone
Um,
should like combine all the apps and everybody can like submit one and you could just give everybody their stats.
I am a software engineer.
We're onto something. Let me make sure I edit
Yeah.
this from the pod. But yeah, all right. Let me turn off the display screen now.
Man, I'm excited to talk about what's
Oh,
coming.
what's coming up? Oh my God, yes.
And you know what's good?
Oh, so
Valyria.
we're just gonna mention that, and then we're gonna talk
Yep.
about it at the end. Okay.
Okay, look, yeah.
All right.
Valyria is an Overwatch player as well, so
Oh, really?
I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited to hear what he says about it.
Yeah. I don't know
I've
if Jay told
got-
you we had a big Overwatch episode last week.
Yeah, last week, man.
Oh man, that'd have been nice. I am quite the Overwatch player.
Hey, when Overwatch 2 comes out, we plan on having a big episode for the launch, or even if we get a release date, I'll
Oh,
call.
I'm gonna tear it up.
I'm down to do like a release date when we get a release date. But
Yeah, of course.
let's move right into news. Obviously, right at the top, we're just gonna briefly mention this because we're gonna spend some time on this in a little bit. But big fucking news is Microsoft bought Blizzard and Activision, so Call of Duty.
$68 billion.
Insanity.
Dude, everyone that is a Blizzard fan or anything like that is crying in happiness right
Let
now.
me put
dude.
this into perspective for you, right? The new Lord of the Rings show that Amazon's making, they spent a lot of fucking money to make that show. You know how much they made? I mean, spent?
How much?
550 million. That's not even a fucking 1% of how much fucking Microsoft just fucking paid for Blizzard. And that's a
And
fucking TV
Activision.
show. Like,
Yeah, like
what the
fuck,
dude? It's insane. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. Like I mentioned at the top of the show, we're gonna start doing a new segment every week. We're gonna end the show with it. We're gonna do our top 5s, just random categories. I think it'll be fun. Like maybe like we'll do the easy ones first, like top 5 video games of all time, or like, even though that might not be very easy for me, but
No, hell no.
top 5 cereals, top 5
that's
Pop-Tart flavors, like just like I want to start doing random shit like that. And anyone listening at home, if you have any ideas, send them in, and we'll make sure we mention you and say that you gave us the idea. So I think that's cool. I think it's a good way to interact with our listeners too. So yes, and then what's next? Oh, Extraction came out today. I'm a huge Siege fan, so like I'm excited to try that. I hope it's like nice. I hope it's nice, repetitive PvE content for Siege.
I played some of the beta.
You did? Let's hear it. I need someone that's played it to tell me about it.
It's another one of those games that came out that I had super high expectations of, but in typical Rainbow Six fashion, they delivered, man. It's incredible.
Don't do me like that, dude.
Dude, I thought he was gonna dog on the game.
Oh my god.
No. I mean, you have your typical bugs that you're gonna have during like beta and stuff like that, but overall, like, it's good. Just getting to see your Rainbow Six Siege operators and being able to do the missions and the things that you do in that game. I'm not gonna get too much into it. I don't want to ruin stuff for everybody, but man, they did a really good job, and I'm interested to see the route that they take with it, how they build on it, what exactly they do with it. I think they killed it.
Here's my question. One, real quick before I ask my question, I want to make a comment. I think that so they delayed this game, and like what that tells me is maybe I'm a little bit like, I don't know what's the word, naive, I guess, for thinking this, but they delayed it, which means they care about it somewhat. So they want it to succeed. So leading into that is my question. Do you think that they're gonna A, have longevity with this game, and B, like add stuff? Do they have the opportunity to? I wouldn't know. I haven't played it.
Honestly, they do. They've got a foundation set that they could build off of. How far they want to take it is yet to be known. But they definitely have something there. The longevity is another thing that's just going to take time to kind of see. Because again, it's a little too early to tell, but I do really think they got something here.
All right.
You know, I want to make a comment. So, you know, when this game was announced, I was like, cool. You know, it seems just like a whatever game. You know, I'm more of a multiplayer guy. And I know you can play with friends and it's PvE, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I don't really care. But the more we talk about it and the more, you know, I see it, is, you know what, dude, I think I would have so much fucking fun.
Yeah,
like with you guys.
I'm telling you, man, it's because I like the style of games. Like, I like Rainbow Six Siege.
Oh yeah, me too.
Always been a huge fan of it. But the aspect of being able to take your team in and like kill the monsters and extract. Oh, it's so fucking sick.
See, that was a big problem for me when I first heard about it. It's like, oh, you know, you kill these monsters, and I was just like, that sounds a little like stupid in my opinion. What I would like is more like, you know, you have a
the
team.
Monster's gonna whoop your motherfucking ass. That's what's gonna happen.
What I was saying is like, I would like to go in as like, you know, a team of 4 or 5, you know, me and the boys, and we go in and, you know, there's like a mission to do against like not other people but like humans, you know what I mean? So it's more realistic, not like monsters and all that. But I would definitely want to like play it and check it out and see what it's about before I make that, you know, official.
Yeah, and that's understandable. Again, it may not be for everybody, but me being a Rainbow Six Siege fan, it's a different change of pace that I actually think is really, really good. I mean, again, you get the Rainbow Six Siege operators, their abilities, their guns. It's sick.
So, I was just go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just saying, like, I guess I'm just disappointed because have you guys ever played Terrace Hunt?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that shit's a lot of fun. So imagine that on steroids and like all the backstory. That's what I wanted. I was like, oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Yeah, with like beefy enemies and shit.
It's kind of like that, but you're not fighting off humans. You're fighting off these waves of monsters.
Yeah, I mean, have you ever played The Division?
Yeah.
So I was expecting like that, like going in story, not open world, but missions and shit.
What I would say is But I would say maybe if Ubisoft didn't make both games, I would say great idea. But
Yeah, true.
they don't want to make another
But-
Division. They already have the Division.
You do have the missions in a way because each one you don't do the same thing with, and you actually have to be like smart about it. You can't just run up in there guns blazing.
Oh, so it's not
You
like
know.
a zombie. It's not like zombies. You're not just
No,
like
no,
aimlessly
no, no,
killing
no,
shit.
no. Like you've got to make your way through the building and get to the checkpoint, or something else has you capturing something. You know, it's different things. But
there's
like I
like-
said, it requires some strategy where you can't
Yeah.
just run up there guns blazing. Trust me, I did it and I got messed up.
Well,
I was like,
okay.
"Fuck this! I've got a gun. I'm about to run in here and just shoot everything." No, that's
You know, I'm the type of guy that likes to give everything a chance, like those games, and you know, that's something new and something unique. You know, like I was obviously explaining something like, you know, the Division, which is already a thing, and it's already the same company, which is funny, but you know, I'm willing to try it, and it looks a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see you guys play it and
oh yeah.
see what I think.
definitely
I'm
excited
gonna be
to
playing
play
the
it.
shit out of it.
Heck yeah.
So what I was gonna say was that for me, this is gonna stir up all kinds of conversation with you guys, and I don't want it to get out of hand. But for me, this is like, so when I'm playing Siege, right, and I'm grinding. Say I'm playing for like 3 hours of competitive. I'm just grinding. I'm like, you know what, dude? I've been grinding competitive. I need a little bit of a break. I'm gonna hop over to Extraction, play a little bit of PvE. Play a little bit of PvE, then go back to Rainbow Six. So in a way, this is gonna make me stay on Rainbow Six longer, because what I did before, I'd play Siege and then I'd be like, I need to go relax. I'm gonna go play WoW or something. Now I can relax and still be
I
playing
agree.
Siege. And do you know who had the opportunity to do this? Overwatch 2.
Oh my gosh.
And they're still
Well-
fucking haven't done it.
Well, you know what I want to say is I know that exact feeling. Like when I played CS:GO, and I like was playing like super serious. I enjoyed the game, loved the game, and I would just when I get heated, you know, everyone gets heated, especially if you're like, you know, big competitor. You know, you just hop on that surf, man. You just hop on that surf, and it just hits diff, man. You just get relaxed. You turn on some tunes, some YouTube videos, and just surf. Oh, so I'm excited, dude.
What
I'm
is
excited.
surf? Am I
CS:GO
am I
surf?
too young? Oh,
You know what CS:GO surf is?
I'm 100% too old for this.
Oh no. Oh no, I can just see the comments
So
flooding in.
I have a game announcement that I don't know if you guys know about. It's something that if anybody knows my channel and they know me, I'm a die-hard Game of Thrones fan. Like I am probably the biggest Game of Thrones fan on the face of the fucking planet. That's where I got the name for the channel, the design from the channel. So there's a game coming out actually next month that I am super excited about. I will be streaming it quite a bit. It's called Elden Ring. It's made by the creators of Dark Souls and the writer of Game of Thrones. And I am super, super stoked.
I
we
heard a lot about this game.
Yeah, I think we touched on it on like a recent pod, but we didn't talk about it too much. So coming from you, I mean, I would love to hear it. Like,
Yeah.
what's
Oh
your
yeah,
thoughts on it?
so looking at it, and I actually didn't get to experience any of the beta play, which is sad. But I know I have some friends, I know some people that have played it, so I think it's got the potential to be really amazing. So it's gonna be Dark Soul-esque. It's gonna have sort of the same combat style, the same feel. It's gonna be more open world, but the thing that I think's really gonna set it apart is that story. There's more of a story behind it. The graphics just look absolutely incredible. You have a couple of different classes to choose from, but it doesn't set you like Dark Souls. If you picked a certain class, you kind of had a set abilities for that class. With Elden Ring, that's not the case. You can kind of build it the way you want to, regardless of what class you pick. It's definitely going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm happy we're diving into this because we did talk about it, just we didn't really go into.
Yeah, none
Any
of us
info
have
about
really researched it. The person we had on was Samurai, and he's like a big Game of Thrones guy too, so he was kind of catching us up on it. What turned me off from it was when I was like, so I'm not a huge Dark Souls guy, and I wasn't aware that it was like supposed to be a Dark Souls game. But then like the way I found out was like, oh, there's no multiplayer. So then I started looking into it, and I realized why there's no multiplayer.
Well,
So-
there actually in Elden Ring there is going to be a kind of like Dark Souls 3 was, where you can invite your friends in. You can't see them; they show up as like a ghost on your screen, but they're gonna have somewhat of a multiplayer feature in it, which is another thing that I think is gonna kind of set it apart. Whether it's gonna be good or bad, I've yet to determine, but I definitely think it's gonna be interesting.
Heck yeah.
So
That's what's up.
you can't see them.
No, so it's in Dark Souls 3 they had the ability where you could invite somebody to party, but you couldn't interact with them. You couldn't do anything. They show up as kind of a ghost for
But you
you.
could like do your own stuff, like, and they'd be doing their own stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
or you could team up and take a boss down.
Yeah.
But
That's
you
cool.
just couldn't see him. You like
Yeah.
accidentally hit him with your hammer. You're like,
Well,
oh
yeah.
fuck, my bad, dude. I didn't
You can
see
see
you.
him. You can see him, but he's like the
They're like
Halo
a-
ghost. You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. All right.
yeah.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
definitely seen games
it's,
like that before.
It's definitely going to be interesting. Like I said, I don't know if it's for good or bad, but it's definitely going to be interesting, and I'm definitely super excited for this. This is a game I've been waiting 3 years for.
You know
Yeah,
why they
I've-
do the ghost thing? Is it because like they don't want you to take you out of the story and just be a multiplayer game? Is
Yeah,
that
it's kind of an immersion thing, I think.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
But it's also one of those things where Dark Souls tends to make their bosses really, really hard. So giving you that ability to have friends to help without taking away from the game is the reason why I think they do it that way.
I like that. That's awesome. That's what's
Right.
up.
Let's see here. I don't really have anything left for news and announcements, unless you guys got anything.
Yeah, I got something. A little update on New World. We haven't played it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I haven't played it yet either.
No, we've played it. We've played it. We're at level 60.
Oh,
It's
we
just-
played it, just not together.
We've
He
just
just hops on and loans me money, and then I play when he's not on.
yeah.
I haven't played it at all.
It's just like Scott. Have you played it recently, like that, or just like barely? Or anything? Because
No, I hit 60,
Yeah.
and then, so I was under the impression, like, I had some story missions that I need to do, and as I was leveling up, they were too difficult, so I'm like, oh, alright, I'll fucking hit 60, dude, and I'll smash them out real quick. I hit max level, and they're still fucking difficult. It's like, so I'm like, fuck this, I'll do it another time, so I got off.
Well, also, what was keeping you away is that glitch. That was the main thing that's keeping you away, right? That
Well, I don't think that's a glitch.
the outpost restaurant.
I mean, we never confirmed that that's a glitch.
Yeah. I just wanted to give an update because I know we said, once you hit 60, we're gonna do all this crazy shit. We haven't touched the game. It's collecting some dust right now.
Yeah,
But,
but
Y'all played
what the glitch is. It's just running outpost rush, and I'm like doing things, and I'm like helping my team. I'm capturing objectives, but I do such little damage that it's not giving me any rewards because it says participate in the battle to earn rewards. I'm like, motherfucker, I was at B when we were fighting for B. I was doing everything I could.
I feel like that's a glitch. I'm not gonna lie with you because like, there's been some games where, I'm not gonna lie, I did nothing and just captured points because I was bored or wanted to chill and didn't want to get angry because at the time, there was some pretty stupid glitches in the game that was pretty annoying with tanks and. Maybe bringing that up. If you played it, you understand what I'm talking about. So, but I've gotten rewards.
Yeah, maybe I'll just try and go AFK, and maybe that will give me rewards.
Oh yeah, easy.
Have either of y'all played Ready or Not?
No.
No, never even heard of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's another FPS shooter, but it's how can I describe it? So you're in teams of like 4 or 5, and you have an objective where you have to like bust up in a room, like clear the room, capture any witnesses, capture the person that you're supposed to be in there capturing. So it's kind of cool because you have to be strategic with it. Like you can't just bust the door down, shoot all the fucking civilians, and then try to grab the bad guy. But I have been thinking about trying it. I just didn't know if you guys had tried it or not. I've been seeing a bunch of people streaming and playing it, and they say it's good. I just haven't got into it a whole.
I'll have to look into that.
When did this game come out?
I think it was recently, man. I don't think it's been out long.
It's on Steam, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me look
Yeah,
this
it's
up.
called
real quick.
Ready or Not. It looks pretty fun. Again, it's one of those ones where you got to get a squad together, man. I wouldn't want to do it with randoms. Of course, I don't want to do much with randoms.
Yeah, it came out December 17, 2021, which is awesome. The game's graphics look pretty neat. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of nice, man. Like I said, I don't know a whole lot about it besides the gameplay that I've watched of it. But it looks a lot of fun.
It reminds me a lot of Rainbow Six as well.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. I was gonna say Tarkov and Rainbow Six. Is kind of what it made me think of.
It's an early access game that is $40 right now. If you want to play.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks very interesting.
yeah.
I'll definitely check it out. Let you know. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Did you? Was that all you had, Jay? New World?
Yeah, it was a little joke.
Motherfucker. All right. We're gonna get into segment 2, which is pretty much everything Blizzard.
You can't say you're officially back, but you're back, you know?
Yeah, I'm working my way to being officially back, man. And once I'm officially back, I'm excited for where it's gonna go, man. I truly am.
Hell yeah, and I'm excited for this podcast, and dude, I definitely want to have you on a lot more. And not to brag or anything, but Scott, what was the thing? We hit number 23 or something?
Not to brag, as he brags.
Yeah.
Not to brag, but let me do a quick brag. No, it was the first week it was 50 something, and then it went up to 31. It was like number 31 in new entertainment and news podcasts in the UK.
Yeah, dude, number 31 in
on
UK.
Apple Podcasts.
On Apple. Number 31.
Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about.
It's crazy.
Hell yeah.
Never thought that would ever happen.
2022, man.
Just a couple of guys talking video games.
Just not even that. Just real shit, man. Like that's really what it comes down to. Just
That's what it's all about.
talking about your life, talking about like things people relate to. Like, I mean, in the end, we're just normal ass people.
And you know what's nice about having this pod and all that? You know, you get to talk to everyone and all that shit, but like, you know, everyone has a different perspective on everything, and I love that shit. Like, honestly, having you on, is like, you're one of the best, like, guests we've had, in my opinion. Dude, you're just so, yeah, you're just the flow, bro. It is just so smooth.
Yeah, well, here's, in my opinion, it feels genuine. Like, you feel like talking to you feels like genuine. Like, not one of us is, like, faking it right now.
Yeah, you know, like, everyone's, like, nervous when it's their, like, first pod, or even,
but we didn't get that in this one.
Yeah, this one, dude, it's just like, we're not doing the pod. We're just talking to you. That's literally perfect.
Yeah, and that's how you kind of got to look at everything, including streaming. A lot of this I was gonna wait till my stream to really say, but you kind of got to be yourself. You can't look at like streaming and podcasts as being nervous about it. You just got to go in there and be yourself, do your thing, just be comfortable talking like we are now. Because the way I look at it is people out there are going to like it. And if they like it, they're going to spread the word. Eventually you'll grow, but there are going to be people out there that like you. So fucking what? Who cares?
Yeah.
Like if you, the way that, and Jay knows this because I've always been really big on this. I've never wanted to put a fake persona on. I've always wanted to just be who I am. And if you don't like it, well, okay. You're not gonna hurt. You're not gonna hurt my feelings, none. Like you're not.
Yeah, that's how. If you want to be on the internet, you really got to have thick skin like that. 'Cause people really are just out there to hurt other people.
Yeah, and I've enjoyed this a lot. Like I said, I am down to do this more. I love this kind of thing. Just getting a chance to just chat with the boys and talk about whatever. You know, it's a nice change of pace, especially between life and work and everything else that's going on. You know, it's just a nice change of pace.
Go Go ahead. No, you go.
Go ahead. All right.
No, you go.
I was thinking on the ride home from work today, I was like, Thursdays right now are like the only days that I have like something I look forward to. Because like, right now, like, dude, I'm working 2 jobs because like I don't really need to be, but the extra money's nice. And like, there's not like a game that's out where like, oh, I can't wait to get out of work and play it. I'm like, actually, you know what? I'll get out of work and just go deliver some food for extra cash. Like, I don't know. There's nothing out there. But today, like, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to get home and do the pod. Like, I was actually excited for it. Like, this is the one day of the week that I'm excited to go home.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, dude. I like, you know how like you make YouTube videos or even stream or something like that. It's always like, not all the time, but like sometimes you're like, I don't really want to. I did never had that feeling with the pod yet.
Haven't had that, yeah.
It's always like, oh, fuck yeah, dude, I'm ready to talk.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad too, because like, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I'm like, oh, I hope Jay's like enjoying this, but now I know you are.
Dude, I love it.
But all right,
The 9 o'clock starting at 9 o'clock. That was a little rough.
yeah, because we're about to be like done. Like technically, we started at 9, but we really got going at like 9:15, 9:20. We're gonna be wrapping up like a little bit after that today.
Yeah.
It's
With
a
the
lot
blip.
better.
And then we ended at like 10:15, 10:30, and we're like, fuck, I gotta eat, go to sleep, you know. And we got a lot to talk about on Overwatch and
Yes,
what's going on.
I have some pretty good things to say on that. I actually have some notes wrote down for that.
I wanted to start doing like, I wasn't really prepared today because our guest like bailed out. But what I wanted to start doing was when we have a guest on, we have a segment where it's all about the guest, and it's like,
Yeah, I like that.
I want to give.
We
like,
can do
some...
that. We can do that at the end if you want.
Yeah, I'm down, and it'll be like the first segment for that because that's really what I want this to be. Is like I want it to be us chatting about video games, but I also want like if you come on again, obviously you won't do this, but you know, for everybody's first time, I want them to come on and promote themselves. Like that is their incentive for coming on here.
Well,
in a way.
I mean, I feel like if whoever comes on, even if it's like once or twice or like a billion times, I mean, they should always promote themselves. But I understand what you mean. But like a whole segment, I know what you mean.
Yeah. Like
I feel you.
Whenever they're on, that's promoting yourself in a way. Like doing content,
and
whatever content you do is promoting yourself. Right into the announcement that happened this week. Big announcement. This directly affects me. I consume this company's content. I know both of you do too. So Microsoft or Xbox, both of them, purchased Blizzard Activision. So that's your Call of Duty, Overwatch, World of Warcraft, Diablo, StarCraft.
Yeah. And breaking news, we're getting Minecraft skins in Overwatch. I'm just
My
kidding.
heart dropped. I thought you were for real.
No.
Fortnite.
Just to lead off, right off the top, you know, I have a couple articles already brought up here. The first thing I'll touch on, you know, we're going to go in all different directions with this, but I'll just get the conversation rolling. So, obviously, I knew this would happen, but Activision's already saying, like, oh, we're not going to take, like, Warzone is not going to come off the PlayStation Store. And, like, people are like, oh, why'd they have to say that? Why do they have to say, like, oh? And Jay's like, they're not going to do that, right? So,
well, there's been kind of rumors on it. You know, people are afraid that with them making this massive purchase, that things like Call of Duty and stuff, because PlayStation just announced not too long ago that they're going to do somewhat of like a Game Pass situation, you know, to try to compete, because Xbox has been killing it with their Game Pass exclusives.
Yep.
The hundreds of free games that you get access to them on PC, like it's crazy. So the thought was, if they purchase Activision and Blizzard, they can move Overwatch and Call of Duty franchises over to that Game Pass and just say screw everybody else, if they really wanted to do that.
Another thing is, I believe they're going to have those games on Game Pass, and people are like, oh crap, that means they're only going to be on Game Pass. But in reality, it's going to be on Game Pass and PlayStation. But I think that's another reason why people were saying that, if I'm not mistaken. I hope not. But also, I want to touch on the Game Pass stuff.
Wait, real quick, before we move off of that topic. So, obviously they made the decision, they said, oh, we're not going to take Warzone off. So then people started speculating, oh, why do they have like, like Nick said, people are already like, oh, are they gonna make Call of Duty Xbox exclusive? And then immediately, like, you have the Defenders people that, no, they wouldn't do that. And then immediately Activision makes the announcement, oh, we're not taking Warzone. All the old games are gonna stay on PlayStation. They're like, well, why the fuck do they need to say that? Well, come to find out, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, but Microsoft bought Bethesda a while ago, and they announced that all the new Elder Scrolls games, the new, what is it, Starfield or whatever, those are all Xbox exclusive games now. Destiny. Wait, is it?
It's not Xbox exclusive, but
it's on the Games Pass, right?
It is.
So, the speculation is that now Call of Duty might be Xbox exclusive, but another announcement came out that directly relates to this. The developers at Call of Duty, they don't want to make the game every year anymore. They're sick and tired of it.
Well, the CEO for Activision is stepping down.
Really?
I don't know if it's official yet, but I did see something about where he's going to step down.
Is that the same guy for Blizzard? Because I did see that.
No.
The Blizzard guy is too.
Woo!
Yeah.
So that's the thing that I would say, with them buying this out, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. Like, people have their speculations, and in my opinion, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. Because let's be honest, since the release of Modern Warfare and Treyarch and Activision kind of merging, I don't think Call of Duty's been in a good place. That's my honest opinion. You can disagree all you want to. There's always going to be an argument over it of people agreeing and disagreeing. But in my opinion, I think Microsoft purchasing Call of Duty might bring Call of Duty back. Because I honestly think the better Call of Duties have been produced by Treyarch, especially zombies wise. Treyarch has produced the best zombies in Call of Duty. I think with Microsoft purchasing them, they already control such a massive amount of studios that they have people that they could put this on the right track and build Call of Duty and a lot of other games to something better.
I have a question. So, you know how, like, we just said that they're making an announcement that they don't want to do this every year? Didn't they make that announcement before? Or am I crazy? Because I could have swore, like, on everything. Like, I would say...
I'm sure I think I've heard this in the past, but
yeah,
quick,
like 4 years ago?
The quote is, in a new I'm reading this right from IGN's website. In a new article that provides an overview of Activision Blizzard's internal reactions to the acquisition, Bloomberg reports that high-level employees have discussed ditching the Call of Duty current release schedule. Currently, Activision continues to put out new Call of Duty releases every year from a rotating series of studios. A strategy that has proven an awkward fit since the release of Warzone. These developers are
exactly.
Yep, I agree with that. These developers are said to feel that slowing the franchise's release cadence would allow players to grow wary of Call of Duty's would please players who have grown wary of Call of Duty's steady drumbeat of releases.
I agree.
Completely agree.
Again, that touches up with what I was talking about, man. Like, so now Raven and Activision have been doing the past two Call of Duties. If you look at Call of Duties before that, I, in my opinion, think are a lot better, you had Activision and Treyarch switching places. Anything that had zombies attached to it was produced by Treyarch. Everything else was Activision. And I feel like having that was good, but it wasn't like, I feel like they've released too many Call of Duties one after the other, and it's a little bit like tedious. Yeah, like
what happens?
Like you're just getting into a Call of Duty, and then a new one drops, and you're like, yeah, okay, what do I do now?
You're just getting like used to all the weapons and shit, and then the new ones coming.
Yeah.
Out. Not only that, but the new one's not even out 3 months in advance. Everyone's like, oh, the new one's coming out, and fucking no one cares about the current one. So then it's like really like 9 months.
Or you, in the case of Vanguard and Cold War, one's just better than the other, and nobody gives a shit about the other one.
And
or what happens if the one that they stop on is not like a favorite? Like what it say like, like, okay, we're gonna stop making them every year, and then like they announce that this year, and then everyone's stuck with Vanguard for another year.
Yeah, and
That's
they're
not a
like,
good
this
move
is
either.
they're like, this is ass. I don't want to play this game for that much longer.
Yeah, exactly.
So they better do it right. That's what I was gonna say. Is like imagine they're like, hey, yeah, we're gonna work on this game for 4 years. Here it is, and everyone's like, what the fuck is this? We're
And then
stuck with this.
they release it, and it's
Imagine.
that is a concern of not releasing them as much, but it does give them more time to work out bugs, to work out and make sure that it is good on a release, not releasing as many.
I'll tell you what. If we ever had a 4 year where it's nothing but Advanced Warfare, I don't give a fuck how many updates they do, dude. I'm not playing that game, dude.
about-
Moving,
Infinite Warfare.
Oh, I mean the zombies was good.
yeah, moving to again. So I'm a huge Overwatch player. I played Overwatch beta. I played Overwatch for years, PC, console, both PlayStation and Xbox. I've played at the highest level, played with some of the top players. Love Overwatch. I'm a little disappointed that we have had to wait for Overwatch 2 for so long. As far as what I think about Microsoft buying them, I really don't have a solid opinion yet. Overwatch 2 was in the works. I am a little afraid that Microsoft buying them out might mess up what good stuff they had going. But if they have a lot of the same team, a lot of the same crew working on it, it still might come out okay. I'm hoping that with this buyout, it actually pushes the release up some. Hopefully now that they've got more resources to put towards.
And you know how
Bringing
Microsoft is with release dates, dude. Like, that was a big thing with Destiny and why they wanted to get away from Microsoft. Is Bungie was saying that they would always be expecting new content, and it was fucking.
They couldn't produce it fast enough to where people.
And so they were
wanting
making
that
shitty content just to make it, just to please Microsoft.
Yeah, and so Microsoft with. Well, we'll use New World as an example. A lot of people didn't think New World was going to come out and be as good as it was on the release because Microsoft stuck to a strict date. They said we're releasing on this day and we won't accept anything else. So I'm hoping that brings some good into it. Like I said, I'm a very competitive gamer, so I have high hopes, but I also have kind of some speculations. Like I really don't know if it's a good or bad thing yet. I guess we'll just have to wait it out and kind of see.
I think we would be immature to just only be like, this is great, this is great, this is great. You can't go into it thinking that.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. I do think it was a fantastic power move by Microsoft.
Absolutely.
But a thing that I want to touch on is, I know we're not supposed to be like, oh, it's great, it's great, it's great, but in my opinion, like Scott, you've mentioned this before, that how long it was taking for this game to come out. I feel like this whole time, dude, they haven't been working on the game. I think they're figuring out some way. We got to cancel this, dude. We can't do it. They were so in the dirt, it was insane. But dude, it feels like Microsoft is God's hand reaching out to this poor company and being like, hey, I got you. This game's coming out. That's how I see it.
Can I don't mean to like break your heart here, right? So I'm gonna ask you a question. When do you think Overwatch 2 should be released? Like realistically, realistically, could you see that coming out? Because I have a follow-up question.
Are you talking about now that Microsoft owns it, or before then?
So just Overwatch 2, Blizzard, don't involve Microsoft. When do you think Overwatch 2 should release?
I was so here's what I'm going to tell you what I was hoping.
Just give me a month.
Well, what I was hoping was in the next
August.
6 months, yeah.
All right, so you think within the next 6 months. Let me tell you something.
I think realistically they could drop it in the fall of this year.
Right, and so what I want to say to Jay is this deal isn't finalized. They're saying for maybe 2 years. So this deal has absolutely nothing to do with Overwatch 2. If you think it's truly going to come out in 6 months, Microsoft is hands off of Overwatch 2. Like, this Overwatch 2 is still Blizzard's baby. Like,
Yeah, I
Microsoft,
understand that.
but if it comes out any later than that, like, then you're looking at Microsoft might get their hands on it.
I'm just saying, like, now there's a future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You-
I agree,
yeah.
but I also think that, like, Overwatch 2 should, in my mind, it needs to be out way before this deal's even finalized. Like,
Yeah, a million.
you know what I mean?
million
And then
percent.
we'll see what Microsoft taking over does for the health of Overwatch 2. In my
Well,
mind.
see, my thing is I agree with Jay. I feel like they haven't been working on it very much.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I agree
but
with that.
but you don't know what goes on kind of behind the scenes either.
Yeah.
There's a lot that we don't see and what we don't know. But with this being a $68 billion deal, you can't tell me that this hasn't been something that's been talked about and been working on for the past couple of months at least. You know,
Well-
so if they are not working on it, maybe it's because they knew Microsoft was going to do a big buyout, so they were holding off on trying to do too much because they didn't want to get too far into it. Then Microsoft come in and be like, I don't like this, let's scrap it and start over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what I was saying is that, like, maybe before this, they're like, okay, we're making this game, and the future of their company was plummeting. Like, we were hearing all these horrible things about this company and everything like that. And what I was trying to say is, like, now that there's an actual future and a foundation, I definitely see it coming out sooner than it was before.
All they needed was Elon Musk.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think coming from someone who played a lot of Destiny, I'm going in with like a weary mind, I guess. I'm not gonna get my hopes up too high, and that leads me to my next thing is, you know, they just bought, like, this, don't take any offense to this. You guys have been playing Overwatch, whatever, but they just bought a game that I've been playing for my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
That's a fucking big deal to me.
Yeah.
Like, I do not want Microsoft involved at all, if you want my honest opinion. But
Yeah, and a lot of Destiny fans feel that.
Yeah. Oh, I don't mean Destiny. I mean, so I might have merged too quick, but World of Warcraft. They just bought World of Warcraft.
Oh yeah, dude!
And
like,
so what
oh
I
my
was saying
god!
about Destiny is, they had Destiny, and Destiny was like, "Yo, Microsoft, you're fucking ruining our game. Please just let us buy Destiny and get the hell away from you." And like, that scares the shit out of me to know that a company that just had an MMO, the people that like developed that MMO were like, "Please let us get away from you."
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I mean, World of Warcraft was already being ruined by Blizzard, so maybe.
But I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't.
But
I've
not
been playing
necessarily.
it for 17 years. It can't be that ruined, and I'm still playing it every day.
And that's what you got to think about with World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft's been one of the longest lasting games in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, think about every game that comes out, and they're like, "This game's gonna kill WoW."
My brother's 35, 40 years old and was playing that game when he was my age.
Yeah, but you guys understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
Another
that's
future thing.
But when you have a company like Microsoft coming in with a game that's been going on for 20, 30 years now, you are going to be skeptical. You're going to be like, it wasn't necessarily in a bad place to begin with.
Yeah.
Right.
But like what I'm saying is,
With a
like,
game that was kind of in a bad place, I could see why you're like, you know what, this might be a good thing. But with a game that's in a good spot, that's been around for years, that really doesn't need much, you start to get kind of skeptical.
Yeah,
well,
like
what
right
I was.
now. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go. You go.
No,
you
you've
go
been
for it.
trying
I
to
wanna-
go for like 3 minutes. Go.
Well, I want to hear this first before what I was gonna say.
So
because
I
wanna
was
get
gonna
you-
say is like, World of Warcraft has always had, maybe not right at the beginning, but since they started their process, their routine, they've always followed it. It's always been, in November we come out with an expansion, and then every unfortunately a couple times it took 6. Every 3 to 4 months we come out with an update, and then every 2 years on November again we come out with another expansion. That works. That process works, and it has worked for years. Now, who's to say Microsoft's not going to come and be like, "Oh, you guys come out with expansions every 2 years? yeah, that doesn't
Nah,
work for us.
fam.
We're going to need you to do it every year. And then they fuck the whole process up. Like, I'm not saying that they're going to do that, but like, how are you
No,
going
I
to
know
be
what you
like,
mean.
how are you going to be like, no, they're only going to do it good? It's like, what are they going to add that we don't already have? Like, we
Well,
don't need their help. Is
see,
what I
what
meant. But obviously, you can't change the decision that's already been made. I'm not saying like, oh fuck them, we don't want them. I'm just saying like, I just don't see the good that could come out of it. I see a lot of bad, but I haven't really set my eyes on any good.
See, that's why I wanted to talk about like this because I see, a lot of bad. I see where you're coming from, and that would mess like everything up, and I totally understand that. But then again, I'm looking for from like the hopeful side of things because, you know, I don't know, I'm a very hopeful person. Yes, you can tell because Overwatch. But
You're a
what I'm saying
positive
is,
guy.
yeah, yeah, and what I've been hearing from you is it's been boring on WoW. Not recently, but I believe like 2 pods ago, you're like, man, I don't know why I'm logging in every day. Like this has no future. It's going down. That's why I was like talking about.
And then what
Cause,
happened? Remember, I linked up with my guild, and now I haven't been playing alone.
no, yeah, I understand that. But what I'm saying is that to be hopeful, maybe they might add like a new spin to the game or something really cool and bring people back. Because I know a lot of people have left. I'm not saying everyone's left. It's in a terrible spot, but I know a lot of people have left. I know where it's at right now. I'm just trying to be positive about it.
Yeah, and
Because
that's respectable, man. Like you should
there's nothing
always
we can
have a
do.
positive mindset, but at the same time, you don't want to get too positive because you don't want to get
Oh,
have super high
hopes up.
expectations and get your hopes up just to be let down when
Hey,
it turns out not as good.
hey, trust me. I know that feeling with New World. All right.
I
Honestly.
have a good question for you both. So, Microsoft buys it or whatever.
Yeah.
They already have. So the next expansion for WoW is 10.0, a big
Yep.
one, very important update.
Yeah.
10.0, like they already announced. Well, they haven't announced it. It got leaked. Like all the stuff that's coming. At what point? You don't want to give Microsoft any credit for any of these. Like Overwatch 2 is not theirs. Blah blah
Yeah.
blah. So if say Overwatch 2 comes out and it's great, what the new WoW expansion comes out and it's great, we can't sit here and say, "See, Microsoft is doing well by it." You cannot sit here and say that Microsoft has done it. When can you start to give Microsoft credit?
When the deal is finalized.
It, I don't think it really I don't think we as fans can really be like, "Oh, when they ink the paper." I don't really think that's fair.
No, and I agree, but I think it comes down to the state of the game.
Yeah.
So I'll go back to Overwatch. Honestly, Overwatch is not in the place that it was. A lot of people have left Overwatch. A lot of people have stopped playing Overwatch. If if out of nowhere you see some adjustments have been made to Overwatch, that all of a sudden a massive flow of returning players comes back to that specific game, maybe you can start to give Microsoft some credit. You're like, okay, maybe them doing this wasn't a bad thing. They brought back a lot of players because Microsoft does have resources that a lot of these other solo companies did not have.
And that's what I meant.
I mean,
Just
they're
'cause-
dropping $68 billion.
Yeah.
So they obviously have the money. They obviously have the resources. But I think it comes down to, like, again, like, WoW is not in a terrible place. So really, I think it comes down to that. I think it just comes down to, like, the state of the game. Like, if you notice a massive flow of players coming back or new players coming back to the game, you almost have to give Microsoft some credit there.
And I agree. What I was going to say, I wanted to hear what you said, and then I was going to add to that is I completely agree, and I think that you can't wait to see like what they're creating to give them credit. If you start to see changes in the environment in the company, and you start to see these games changing, like I don't think it's fair to be like, oh, but they haven't signed the paper yet. It's like Microsoft
No.
Well,
now
I
owns this
wanted to
company, and their hands are now in this company.
Yeah, well, I wanted to add on to what I was saying about just not just signing the paper, but when that happens, and if we start seeing changes, then, like for example, like these two big things, consistency and content. So like for example, we already talked about this about Overwatch, but they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna have like these like special characters event every month and all that, and they didn't do that. It wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
Like the first thing they did that I appreciated was the content creator cup thing that we already talked about, the tournament thing that I was in, and dude, if like once this paper is signed and and they start doing more of that and like start doing new stuff and like I said, consistency and new content, then I would you know
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I feel like if again, going back to what you said, I feel like you can't wait till they actually create new content. Like I said, I'm going to bring this up probably again. They're dropping $68 billion. If you don't think they have their hands in these companies already, you're
100%.
wrong.
If you just bought something for $68 billion, would you sit back and wait until you sign the paper to start getting
No,
involved?
they're going to start making adjustments and doing things that they want done to get things rolling in the direction that they want now before everything is finalized.
Like peer pressuring all the big people to quit.
Yeah, the people that they feel like's not doing their job or whatever the case may be, they have their hand in it. So like I said,
oh, you like your job here? How do you like $38 million to quit?
yeah, like
yeah. I mean,
when you're a powerhouse like Microsoft, you can do that kind of thing.
And we're already seeing it.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like, again, they have the resources, the money to do this and pull it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, there's no way they're gonna drop this much money and then just like relax.
They'll be like,
no
we'll see you in
no.
2 years when it
Like,
finalizes.
Yeah, nah.
There's a reason why they did this,
Microsoft's like, here's our $68 billion. Peace out. Text us when it's ready.
Microsoft is like, you know what? I like those guys. Let me buy them.
They're like, you know what? $68 billion. That's easy money.
They're like, the Xbox One made us that much. We're good.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys have anything else?
As far as this goes, no. I think I
let's,
pretty much touched.
Let's spend some time talking about you, Nick. Let's
all
tell the
right.
guests a little bit about yourself.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you talk. You just go ahead.
So about me. So I come from a small town in Alabama. I was born and raised there, man. Me and my wife got married November of last year. So this past November was our 1-year anniversary. We moved to a small town in Georgia. She is a registered nurse. She absolutely works her ass off. I started streaming about a year ago. It was just something that I'd always wanted to do. I never had the stuff to do it, never knew what route to take. I watched all the YouTube videos. I'd watch people on Twitch. I played around a little bit on Mixer back when Mixer was a thing, and I was just console gaming. I was like, I'll just get on there and do my gameplay, and
Didn't you get like a $23 million contract for Mixer? Oh wait, that was Ninja. My bad. Could you imagine? You got that?
I wish, bro. No, and I when I originally started it, I loved it. I met Jay. We built something.
Where'd you guys meet?
I kind of
What
just
game?
What game did we meet?
It wasn't a game. It was an app.
Oh, Tinder.
No.
Yeah, close.
Game
Grinder.
Oh no, yeah, it's there's a gaming app that you can find the games that you like and find people that play those games. So we met up through that, and
What was the first game that we played though?
Rust.
There was no way that's the first one.
No, Rocket League.
Yep, that was it. Rocket League. Was the first one.
Rocket League was a big one. Rust, we moved to Rust.
Man, Rust made you, man. This game.
It did. It was a huge game for me.
Dude, I remember that.
But I started it. It was hard at first because I was really pushing really hard to try to hit affiliate, really start getting it going. It was a lot lot for my wife, especially with her working the hours that she worked. It was really hard because she didn't get a lot of time with me. I didn't get a lot of time with her because it was so stream focused and so focused on that, doing 6, 8, 12-hour streams, like 5 days a week.
Yeah.
You know, like it was really, really hard. That's part of the grind.
I
But
remember you would be up at like 2 a.m., man.
yeah, like it was.
Grinding.
It was things like that, but she has been so supportive of it. It's something that's really good to have, is a really good support system around you.
Yeah, I've
Look
had
where it got ya.
relationships fail because like that support system wasn't there.
Yeah, and a lot of people are going to tell you, "Oh, it's just Twitch. You're never going to make it. You're never going to be
They're
the
all
next.
gonna say it.
You're never going to be the next ninja." You know, and this is getting into some of the stuff that I want to talk about as far as streaming goes. You, like I said, you're going to get those people that are just going to be so negative towards you, saying you're never going to make it. All those people started somewhere. All those people.
You know what you tell those people? Hey, I have a merch shop. Why don't you go buy my stuff?
So
You like shirts? What size are you?
So I've met a lot of pretty big people in my life, but a couple of my favorite people that are truly inspirations as far as like big streamers or big like content creators goes. Tim the Tapman is one of my all-time favorites, and the reason I bring up that everybody starts somewhere. I remember watching this dude play World of Warcraft on a fucking like old ass laptop.
Yeah, he was one of the first streamers I ever watched, being a WoW kid.
Like, that dude went from being some nerdy little high school kid to who he is today. So what's to say that I can't do the same thing? What's to say that anybody out there can't do the same thing? And it didn't really click for me till I met this guy by the name of Jake Barr. He's one of my all-time favorite TikTokers. That guitar that's behind my head is actually signed by him and a bunch of other famous people. But I got a chance to talk to him and meet him. And if you ever watched his TikToks, he might come off as an asshole, and in a way he is. But he's one of those people that doesn't give a fuck about your opinion. I met him and got to talk to him, and like I said, he comes off as an asshole, but he had that kind of I don't give a crap attitude. He was like, if you're gonna come in and spread negativity, you can get fucked. Like, you can just fuck off. We don't need it here. Yeah, he's more about spreading positivity. And I asked him, I said, man, what is your advice for somebody that wants to be a content creator? And he said, okay, my first advice is always be yourself. He said, I known this guy that was a content creator, and he put on this fake persona of who he was, and he had to live by that for years.
Wait,
because
Dr. Disrespect?
No. So those people assumed that's who he was, but he wasn't that person by any means. And he said, you always, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
and that's one of the biggest things why I say you always want to be yourself. And he said, play the games you want to play, do the content that you want to do. It's a little bit harder on Twitch because there are some games that do better than others. Like Warzone's a big one. If you stream Warzone, you stream Fortnite, a lot of those do better than others. But he was like, stream whatever the hell you want to stream. You want to have fun doing it. If you're trying to play the next big game and you're not enjoying it, what's the point in streaming?
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I've started to look at it, and how I kind of looked at it. It's like, if I don't like it, I'm not going to play it, because in the end, I want to bring good content. I want to have fun bringing that content to people. And if I'm not having fun doing it, I'm just not going to do it.
You know who that reminds me of? Nick Merckx. You know how like he was playing Warzone every single day, and now he's on that Apex grind?
Yeah, because I know this from experience. It's one of those things where you play the same shit over and over and over and over again, and you start to get kind of burnt out on it.
Yeah.
You start to not want to do it. I got in that spot. I got in that spot to where I didn't want to stream because I was like, man, I really don't want to get on here and play this damn game. But if I don't get on here, I'm not going to get viewers. I'm not going to get people talking to me and stuff. So I need to get on here and play it. but it kind of took the fun out of it for me. So
You know, like what that I didn't mean to cut you off, but you know what that
no,
guy
you're
said?
fine.
Stream what you want or you won't have fun. It's the same, and like that goes for a lot of stuff, and that shows you who your real, like, I don't want to call them fans, but supporters are. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like if you go and stream Teletubbies, right, and you got like 10 people in there, you know those are real ones. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it goes
Um,
goes
um,
with what me and Jay have like said to each other multiple times is like, if you wouldn't watch the content you're making, what makes you think someone else is gonna want to watch it?
Yeah, exactly. That's another huge thing. I was gonna kind of work into that. That's one of those things. Like I said, man, it's been a journey. I've learned a lot, and especially with me, like I said, taking that break. Again, it goes back to being burnout. I got so burnout. I got to the point to where I just didn't want to do it anymore. Like I said, it was at the point to where if I didn't play like the same 2 or 3 games, I wasn't getting viewers, and that made me not even want to stream. I was like, man, this sucks. I was like, I have to play this game or I don't get viewers.
Yeah.
And so I got so burnt out on it with everything going on in my life at the time. I was like, man, I can't do this. I need to take that break. And let me tell you, during that break, it was nice. Like just to get away, get back to a routine. Coming back into that routine has been a little rough, getting that transition back. But
Yeah.
never be afraid to take that break.
I can relate to this so much
I've
right
taken
now.
so many breaks, dude.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
so that's the other thing. I'm really big on your mental health is important. You should always keep your mental health up. If you start to get to a point to where like, man, I'm just not feeling it today, don't do it.
Yeah.
Nobody says you have to.
Yeah.
If you have real supporters, they'll be there. They'll understand. They'll understand like I understand that, hey, I just need a mental health day. I need to take a break. I might play some games off stream or I might not. I might nap all day. People gotta and they'll understand that. And even the big streamers do it. Sometimes they take a couple of weeks off of streaming and they're like, hey, I just need a break. I got to get away from this because streaming and content creating takes up so much time and it's so much work to do that a lot of people don't realize. It requires so much work. I mean, you have to network, get out there, meet new people, talk to them, make friends. To me, that's one of the hardest things to do as far as content creating goes. It's easy to get on here, be myself, talk, do my thing. When I'm playing a game, I'm in my comfort zone. Like I'm playing a game, I'm talking my shit, I'm wrecking some kid in Apex. Like that's my nightly routine. So, but the hardest part is getting in these other people's streams or reaching out to sponsors or reaching out to people because you get into a sense of you're like, okay, what do I say? What do I do?
Right, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really the hardest. And managing the time, like finding that balance between real life and streaming has been one of the hardest things for me.
That's been my biggest issue ever since I started creating content.
What?
Yeah,
Balancing my time.
Dude, my biggest issue is
I'm
like
getting good at it
networking.
now.
It's networking, dude. You know how long networking takes? And like you spend all this time to like talk to someone, hey, you trying to stream together and all that? And it's
Dude,
just a total
that's the shit
different
I'm good at.
it's just a total different thing for me.
there's a way to do it. Networking is one of those things that it comes with time and practice. When you get good at it, you figure out how to network, the best way to approach and talk. Super easy, super fast. You can network quick.
That's that shit I'm good at. I love talking
We're also
to people.
trying to find the right people.
Yeah,
Like,
because
in my
and
opinion,
that's
that's hard. That's hard.
yeah, and in my opinion, again, this is just me. I look for people with the same mindset. Like me and Jay from day one have had the same mindset. We want to watch each other absolutely grow to the highest point that we could possibly grow. Because we're going to look back on it and be like, damn, he's an OG. He was with me with day one. Those are the people that you look for, man. Like, yeah, you want to make some friends with some bigger streamers, help you get your name out there. But those people that you're like, hey, do you want to grow with me? Do you want to market network with other people and kind of grow together? Those are the people that you look for. You look for the people that are in the same mindset as you, that want to grow, that want to reach their full potential and be the best that they can be, not only in streaming but as a person. That's the biggest thing for me.
Listen, Nick, before we move on, I just want to say you're in the right spot if that's how you feel. I've known Jay since he was fucking 16. Jay's known me since I was like, I think 18. I've seen Jay go through different relationships. I've seen him go through different parts of his life. Like, he's seen me go through different relationships. He's seen me go through different parts of my life. Like, we're not just like people that create content together and play games together. Like Jay,
yeah, and
my best friend.
that's the thing that I say of why you network the way you do. When you find those people, you build a connection far beyond gaming and streaming and content creating.
You build a family.
Yeah, like, so when I was at my low point, not only was my wife there, but at any time, I could have sent Jay a message and be like, hey, bro, you got a minute? He'd be like, yeah, man, what's up? You know, and he'd just sit there and talk to me through it, you know? And those are the kind of relationships that you can build by networking and finding those right people that are in that same mindset. And it really does make a difference.
And Jay was there for me when I needed it too. Him and his wife. They were both, like, I was in a really bad spot, and they both were there for me when I really needed it. So Jay, plug your cell phone number so people can text you when they're in a bad time.
I'm alright. But but what I do want to say is, you know, we're gonna look back one day and we're gonna be like, hey, you remember that Rust stream?
Yes.
No, but what I like about, like, us and everything like that is, like, we don't forget. Like, that, the real ones don't forget. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, oh wait, who are you? Or like, oh yeah, what happened again? You know, it's like, oh yeah, dude, yeah, what's up, bro? Like, it's like a family. You know what I mean?
It's one of those things. Like, Jay understood that I needed my space. Like, yeah, I hardly said anything to him during my 6-month break. But
we're talking almost every day.
But he understood that I needed that break. I needed that time for me. I needed that time, and that's how it is.
The only people I have relationships like that with are real life friends. Like, like, there's no gaming friends that I could, like, take 6 months off and hop back on and be like, what up? Like, it just doesn't work like that. But, like, I have a best friend who I, like, legitimately didn't talk to for a year because I was going through shit. And I hit him up out of the blue. I'm like, what's up? He's like, what's up, dude? We should get together. Like, and that's, like, if you can do that with a friend that you've met, like, over a game, that's a true friend right there.
Yeah, and so a little more about me, kind of off the topic here. So Jay knows this. Me and my wife have been trying for about 2 years for a baby.
Congratulations.
Y'all gotta give me a second. Okay, I'm gonna collect myself. So we've been trying for a while, and my wife was diagnosed with endometriosis, which in most cases, a lot of women don't have babies when they've had endometriosis surgery. There was a chance that my wife could have it. Not only that, but her body wasn't doing the things that it needed to do, and I had to be that support system, like, hey, no, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. But part of me was like, I don't know that that's true. And we stressed about it. We worried about it so much. And then just one day she came to me and she showed me the pregnancy test. And I was like, nah, nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm not getting my hopes up again. I'm not letting this happen. It wasn't until I sat in that doctor's office seeing that first ultrasound that I felt it. Like, I broke down, I cried. I couldn't believe it. Like, to think that me and my wife are due in May with our first child is absolutely insane.
Congrats.
I will have her on stream. I have a hoodie that I ordered that has a little pocket for her to sit in while I'm gaming. So I can hold her and stream.
That's fucking awesome. Congrats.
In the streams, you're gonna be pooping on kids, and then your child will be like, "Get shit on."
Yeah, it's we are super excited about it. We've already started getting stuff for her. The stream room's gonna change a little bit. I'm actually putting a live bar in, so I'm gonna have like couple of beers, different whiskeys on tap in here.
Damn.
Couple TVs up for like watching sports. So when I
I
have
thought you were gonna
friends
say there's
over,
gonna be a crib going in there.
no, I've got the bassinet
Class-
behind me here,
Oh,
but that's
shit.
kind of temporary storage. We actually have another room in the house that's closer to me and my wife that we're gonna make into her nursery. We're super excited about that. My wife's done been talking about how we're gonna decorate it, what we're gonna
That's
do
awesome.
with it. We are super excited, super blessed. I'm truly excited to see what 2022 holds, especially with a year that I think everybody had in 2021. With it not being the best of years, it was to me by far not my worst year, but it wasn't that great either. You know, with the whole COVID thing still going on, it's been rough.
Yeah, I think.
But
20...
if I could offer advice, as far as streaming and just life in general goes, is again, mental health is important. If you ever need anybody, like if you're ever at a low point and you don't think anybody's there, you're wrong. Message me. I'm always there for anybody. You ever need anything, whatever it may be, I got you. Feel free to hit me up in Discord. Feel free to message me on Twitch. I will get to it. I will see it. I will get to you as soon as possible.
Let us hear that Twitch again. What's that?
Yeah,
Twitch
so I was gonna get to that. We actually have a couple of big things coming up on the Twitch channel. I'm gonna start doing segments at some of the starts of my stream where I interview some other content creators, kind of ask them some questions, get their opinions on some things. Probably do like a 20-30 minute segment on that at the beginning of each streams. If they're down to play some games, I'll play some games with them. We'll do that as well. But we actually have a couple of big things coming up. So we're pushing for 75 subs and 750 followers. We are currently at 645. We are currently at a 25 viewer average, which is absolutely huge. Something I never thought was possible.
What
but
was the
we-
average of viewers?
25.
I want to say one thing, and it's to you and to everyone. You know, don't worry about numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
I
remember
actually
when you-
hide my viewers.
Yeah, don't worry about numbers. Just do what you love and do it as best as you can, man.
Yeah.
Because you came back and you're like, damn, I'm not getting that many viewers, but look at you now, man.
Yeah, that's
And I'm proud
that's,
of you.
that's one of the biggest things. Like I said, we've got once we hit that sub and followers goal, I will be doing a giveaway for a energy drink company that I recently got a sponsor of called Dubby. They actually have a flavor out that is kind of our own works between me and them. It's called Dragonade. It's kind of fire.
Oh, shit,
Not
dude.
gonna
You're gonna have to
lie.
Go order me some of this.
It's kind of
What's
kind
the
of
name
fire.
of the energy drink one more time?
It's called Dubby.
Okay,
So
Dubby.
if you check out my Twitch channel again, it's Valyria27.
Spell that out for us.
VALYRIA 27. I have a link in my description that if you click on it, it'll take you straight to the page to place an order. You can use my code for 10% off. It's just Valyria27. Not only that, but we will be doing, also if we hit that goal, I will be doing a Razer giveaway.
Woo.
I haven't
Damn.
decided. It may be a keyboard, it may be a headset. Will probably let
It may
the
be a
winner
Razer
decide.
Naga, please.
I mean, I will even put up the monitor as a prize.
Ooh,
Didn't,
damn.
didn't Razer just make a COVID mask?
Yes,
You guys hear about
yes,
that?
they did. It's kind of
about that?
dope. It's kind of dope.
Another thing I want to say before we keep going is if you're watching on YouTube and you can check the description and we'll have your link to your Twitch channel and everything.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We do have to wrap it up here soon, though. We're already at a hour and 45 minutes.
On getting close to the end here, like I said, we've got some big things coming up, some new games. Feel free to check it out. I will be playing with some different people, having a good time. That's what we really do. Usually on the weekends, we like to get people in chat and get me as drunk as possible. I think last time I did it, I did a sub drinking stream, and I did 3 shots per sub.
Woo!
And that got a little out of hand.
I'm about to sub like 3 times.
It's definitely a blast. Like I said, we're just one big family over there. You guys should definitely check it out. Come pop in and say hello. Spend some time over there. But in closing, like I said, if I could offer any advice again, it would be to just, like Jay said, forget about the numbers. Be yourself. Play what you want to play. Enjoy yourself, because in the end, that's what it's about. You want to enjoy what you do. You don't want it to feel like a job. Yeah. You want to do it because you love it. It's your hobby. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about the haters that are coming in there saying that you're never going to make it. Because in the end, when you do make it, you can look back on it and be like, well, I proved them wrong. And I'm all about that. I'm all about like, that's oh, you want to hate on me? Isn't it? Yeah, it's like, hey, in your face, you can suck it. I mean, I did it.
Look what you have accomplished. Jesus, couldn't talk there for a second. You got sponsors, dude. You got your own merch, dude. You're getting 25
that's true.
Viewers per like. You're killing it right now, man.
Yeah, we are definitely off to a good start. I couldn't do it without all the support from my viewers and my followers, man. It's been a journey. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited to see where this podcast goes, man. I'm super stoked for you. I'm super stoked to see you guys doing something y'all love, especially since it's taken off. It's doing really, really well. If anybody from my Twitch channel does happen to pop in, hit that subscribe button, guys. Show them some love. They got something awesome going on here, and y'all definitely want to be a part of it.
Yeah, and if you don't know Valyria, you better get to know him, because he's going to be on this podcast a lot more.
Yeah, and don't forget to check out his Twitch channel. As he said before, it's Valyria27, Valyria 27. I think that's going to do it for us. Again, it's been I can't believe it's been 6 weeks that we've been doing this podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
Couple things I just want to note before we head out. Today I checked, we had, I don't know what time, but at some point today or yesterday we hit 75 downloads. And it's crazy because this week alone we have 60. So the first couple weeks were a little like slow, picking up, and then over the last 2 weeks we've gotten like 60 downloads. It's just insane. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who's downloading and listening. Honestly, it's just like, thank you. I'm glad that every week me and Jay can come on here and talk about just what we love, video games.
To be honest, dude, this is has been one of my favorite podcasts so far. Everything I hope is crisp. I hope you guys can hear me better. I hope Scott wasn't muted the whole time.
Hopefully his breath don't stink too bad.
Yeah, not too much. But it's been a blast.
Thanks for hanging out, guys. See you guys next week. Play that music.